Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will continue book Epistle on Sufism, al-Qushayri. Till now, who still not subscribed, please subscribe and press bell icon. Let's continue. Scrupulousness, Wara. Abu al-Hussein Abdurrahman bin Ibrahim bin Muhammad bin Yahya al-Muzaki informed us. Muhammad bin Daud bin Sulaiman al-Zahid informed us. Muhammad bin al-Hasan bin Qutayba informed us. Ahmad bin Abu Tahir al-Khurasani told us. Yahya bin al-Azar said, Muhammad bin Yusuf al-Firyabi told us on the authority of Sufyan, on the authority of al-Jala, on the authority of Abdullah bin Buraida, on the authority of Abu al-Aswad al-Duali, on the authority of Abu Dahr, that the Messenger of God, may God's blessing and peace be upon him, said, one of the best features of a man's Islam is his giving up that which does not concern him. The Imam and Master al-Qushayri, may God be pleased with him, said, scrupulousness is giving up dubious things. Likewise, Ibrahim bin Adham said, scrupulousness is giving up whatever is dubious and whatever does not concern you, which means giving up that which is superfluous. Abu Bakr al-Siddiq, may God be pleased with him, said, we used to abandon 70 kinds of permitted things out of fear of stepping into only one thing that is forbidden. The Prophet, may God's peace and blessing be upon him, told Abu Huraira, be scrupulous and you will be among God's greatest servants. I heard Sheikh Abu Abdurrahman al-Sulami say, I heard Abu al-Abbas al-Baghdadi say, I heard Jafar bin Muhammad say, I heard al-Junayd say, I heard al-Sari al-Sakti say, the most scrupulous men of their times were Hudayfa bin al-Marashi, Yusuf bin Asbat, Ibrahim bin Adham and Sulaiman al-Khawas. They stuck to scrupulousness under any circumstances, and when acquisition of that which is lawful became difficult to them, they took recourse in the absolute minimum. I also heard him, al-Sulami, say, I heard Abu al-Qasim al-Dimashqi say, I heard al-Shibli say, scrupulousness is to refrain from everything other than God Most High. I also heard him, al-Sulami, say, Abu Jafar al-Razi informed us, al-Abbas bin Hamza told us, Ahmad bin Abi al-Hawari told us, Ishaq bin Khalaf told us, to be scrupulous in speech is harder than being scrupulous in dealing with gold and silver. Likewise, to abstain from worldly authority, riyasa, is harder than to abstain from gold and silver, since one expends them freely in one's quest for worldly authority. Abu Sulaiman al-Darani said, scrupulousness is the beginning of abstention, just as contentment is an essential part of satisfaction. Abu Usman al-Hiri said, the reward for being scrupulous is the lightness of reckoning on the day of judgment. Yahya bin Mu'adh said, scrupulousness consists of embracing the provisions of religious knowledge without delving into interpretation of it. I heard Muhammad bin al-Hussein say, I heard al-Hussein bin Ahmad bin Jafar say, I heard Muhammad bin Dawood al-Dinawari say, I heard Abdullah bin al-Jala say, I know someone who lived in Mecca for 30 years. During that time, he drank nothing of the water of the Zamzam well except that which he would draw with his own leather pitcher and his own rope. Furthermore, throughout these years, he would never eat any food imported from Egypt. I also heard him say, I heard Abu Bakr al-Razi say, I heard Ali bin Musa al-Taharti say, once a small coin belonging to Abdullah bin Marwan fell into a filthy well. He spent 13 dinars in wages to pay for retrieving it. When asked about that, he responded, the name of God Most High was inscribed on it. I also heard him say, I heard Abu al-Hasan al-Farisi say, I heard Ibn Aluyah say, I heard Yahya bin Mu'adh say, there are two kinds of scrupulousness. The scrupulousness of the externals, which means that one moves only for the sake of God Most High, and the scrupulousness of the interior, which means that only God and God alone can enter your heart. Yahya bin Mu'adh also said, one who is neglectful of the fine points of scrupulousness will not receive a sublime gift from God. Likewise, it is said, he who observes his religion meticulously will see his rank raised in importance at the resurrection. Ibn al-Jala also said, he whose poverty is not accompanied by fear of God consumes that which is manifestly forbidden. Yunus bin Ubaid said, scrupulousness is to abandon every dubious thing and to call your ego to account with every movement. Sufyan al-Thawri said, I have not seen anything easier than scrupulousness. Whenever something leaves a mark on your soul, abandon it. Maruf al-Karhi said, guard your tongue from praise as you guard it from censure. Bishr bin al-Harith said, the three hardest things are to be generous in penury, to be scrupulous in seclusion, and to tell the truth to someone whom you fear or expect some benefit from. It is said that the sister of Bishr al-Hafi came to Ahmad bin Hanbal and said, we were spinning on the roof of our house when a group of the Zahiri guard passed us by with their torches. The light of their torches fell upon us. Was it permissible for us to spin by their light? Ahmad bin Hanbal asked her, who are you? May God keep you in good health. She said, I am Bishr al-Hafi's sister. Ahmad wept and said, your house is the seat of true scrupulousness. Therefore, do not spin in the light of their torches. Ali al-Attar said, one day, I was walking through the streets of Basra. I saw a few old men sitting there while some young boys played nearby. I asked them, are not you ashamed of playing in the presence of these elders? One of the boys answered, these elders have very little in the way of scrupulousness, so they command little respect. It is said that Malik bin Dinar resided in Basra for 40 years. However, he did not consider it proper to eat the dates of that city, be they fresh or dried. He died without tasting any of them even once. Each time the reason for ripe dates had passed, he would say, O people of Basra, this stomach of mine has missed nothing of this, nor has anything been added to you. Someone asked Ibrahim bin Adham, why don't you drink water from the Zamzam well? He answered, if I had a bucket of my own, I would drink it. I heard the Master Abu Ali al-Dakak say, whenever Al-Harith al-Muhasibi stretched his hand toward any food of suspicious origin, a vein in his fingertip would begin to throb, and he would know that it was not permissible for him. Likewise, once Bishr al-Hafi was invited to a meal and some food was placed in front of him. He tried to reach out his hand for the food, but his hand would not stretch. He repeated this 3 times until a man who knew him said, his hand cannot reach out to touch dubious food. Why did the host bother to invite a man like this to his party? Ahmad bin Muhammad bin Yahya al-Sufi informed us, I heard Abdullah bin Ali bin Yahya al-Tamimi say, I heard Ahmad bin Muhammad bin Salim at Basra say, Sahal bin Abdullah al-Tustari was asked about that which is absolutely lawful. He answered, this is something with which one cannot disobey God Most High. Sahal also said, this is something with which God is not forgotten. Once Al-Hasan al-Basri entered Makkah and saw one of the children of Ali bin Abi Talib, may God be pleased with him, resting his back against a wall of the Kaaba and preaching to people. Al-Hasan rushed to him and said, what is the foundation of religion? He answered, scrupulousness. Al-Hasan then asked, what is the ruin of religion? He answered, greed. Al-Hasan marveled at him. Al-Hasan said, one tiny mayyar, mithqal, of true scrupulousness is better than 1,000 mayyars of fasting and prayer. God Most High revealed to Moses, peace and blessing be upon him, the ones nearest to me have reached their position only through scrupulousness and abstention. Abu Huraira said, those who are scrupulous and abstain from the delights of this world today will be God's closest friends tomorrow. Sahal bin Abdullah al-Tustari said, a person who does not adhere to scrupulousness would eat an elephant's head, yet would remain hungry. It is related that someone brought to Umar bin Abdul Aziz some musk that was taken as spoils of war. He held his nose closed, saying, its only merit is its scent, and I would hate to discover its scent without the rest of the Muslims being able to partake of it. Someone asked Abu Usman al-Hiri about scrupulousness. He responded, Abu Saleh Hamdun al-Qassar was attending to his friend at his last moment. When the man died, Abu Saleh blew out the oil lamp. Someone asked him about this. He answered, until this moment, the oil has belonged to him, but now it belongs to his heirs. Go look for some other oil. Kahmas said, I committed a sin over which I have wept for 40 years. Once a brother of mine came to visit me. I bought a piece of fried fish for him. When he had finished eating it, I took a piece of clay from my neighbor's wall so that he could wash his hands with it. However, I forgot to ask the neighbor's permission. It is related that a certain man wrote a note while residing in a rented house. He wanted to blot what he had written with some dust from the wall of the house. It occurred to him that the house was rented, but he thought that this was of little importance. So he blotted his writing with dust. He then heard a voice say, "He who thinks little of dust today will learn that he has a long accounting to do tomorrow." Ahmad bin Hanbal pawned a bucket with the grocer at Makkah. May God Most High protect it. When he wanted to redeem it, the grocer brought out 2 buckets, saying, "Take whichever of the 2 is yours." Ahmad said, "I am not sure which bucket is mine, so it is yours, and my money is also yours." The grocer said, "This is your bucket. I just wanted to test you." "No, I will not take it," said Ibn Hanbal. He then walked away, leaving the bucket with the grocer. Once Ibn al-Mubarak let his expensive horse roam free. While he was performing his noon prayer, the horse grazed in the field of a village that belonged to a local ruler. So Ibn al-Mubarak abandoned the horse and refused to ever ride it again. It is related that Ibn al-Mubarak once traveled all the way from Merv to Damascus because of a pen that he borrowed from someone in order to return it to its owner. Al-Nakhai rented a riding animal. When his whip dropped from his hand, he descended, tied the animal, returned and picked up the whip. Someone told him, "It would have been easier for you if you had directed your mount to the place where the whip had fallen to pick it up." He answered, "No, I hired it to go to the place, not this." For this video, we will finish here. We will continue inshallah in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Goodbye.